All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. What? The 315. Yeah, Mike. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard. Gain up to the 26.
It was Damon Harrison on the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Move 15. 43's the mic. Look for signal. Because I'm about to take you to school. He's checking. Crash. 14, got it. 43's the mic.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Mike's 43.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a 1st down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert. Check. Ball shot. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got you. Check. Alert.
Now Wilson going to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Patch it. Hey, alert.
To throw again is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Penny, the 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He'll find Metcalf. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base. Check nine. Slam. Let go. Right up.
The 1st carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ready.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Come. Go.
2nd and 1. Throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, alert.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, box truck. 55, mark out, 55. Hey, they scared. Look at me. Go.
2nd and 5. Johnson's got it complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
70, Indy. 55. Jim. Watch the safety grip.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. Only person happy now, the punter. Gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, come on now. Last 55. Hey, lock it. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on.
2nd and 2. Looking deep for Hilton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
14. 43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. L.J. Collier in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Run left, run left. Check. 14.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. He completes it to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Run left, run left. 19.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
43's the mic. 43's 25. Check nickel.
Wilson will throw again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. And the Lions first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Safety's creeping.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a man open up and down the middle of the field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The setup to throw. And that's complete to Jesse James. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
18 Gator.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disrespectful.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check back, check back.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Johnson, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And here's Wilson to throw again. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey! 43 to Mike, boy, 43. Check, let's go. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check.
Now. Running from the gun, Johnson. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On first, they'll go back to Wilson. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's a big...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He sets to fire deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Wilson now throwing again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Wilson with a first down carry. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Detroit. Sean Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over.